Hey, wait a minute. This isn't... okay, there we go. Now we're going to review the correct game. Doom of 2016, admiring my beautiful helmet. This awesome armor. Very Metroid-esque view. And hey, demonic invasion in progress. Who'd thunk it? So here we go, Space Marine. Just a little bit at the beginning of the game. Our Doom Slayer, a.k.a. Doom Guy. One of the coolest, most badass heroes in gaming history. So he flushes through. Here we go. Gets introduced to the director of the UAC, the United Aerospace Corporation. So this is a reboot. Again, because it's been rebooted twice, the original Doom. And this has been great. It's been fantastic to go through, fleshing out the story. Here we learn how to do glory kills. Dealing damage to demons will cause them to stagger, which is indicated by a blue highlight. Move into close range, and when the highlight turns orange, press the right stick, or whatever your equivalent is for any system you're playing, or keyboard, to perform a glory kill. Attack demons from any direction. And the great thing is vary it. There's an achievement for it on the Xbox, for one thing, and two, you just get different animations. Some of them much cooler than others. All of them unique. And it just depends on where you're attacking from. Front, back, high, low, all fit in, plus jumping from above. So let's skip over all of that and jump into some actual gameplay to see how smooth this is. The graphics, phenomenal. Very clear, very sharp. The new characters and animations, awesome. Scary enough. Demons, those are pretty clear to spot. They will shoot energy weapons at you, and the demons are not in any type of uniform. Any character in uniform was a former employee, so they're basically undead more than they are demons. Incredibly smooth, even though we are on the weak levels. We're with the weaker enemies. I am playing on Hurt Me Plenty instead of playing my normal on these, which is the level one click below, which is the easiest. And that would be... Demonic presence and unsafe. I'm too young to die. Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged. So, it's played. This is basically the level, the difficulty level that the designers designed the game around, is my understanding. So here we go. We won't talk about who this is because I'm not going to give any spoilers for anybody that's brand new watching this. This is just to show you the beauty, the artwork. I'm willing to take full responsibility. Look how sharp that is, showing off that armor, that arm, that hand. And showing how pissed he is already. Because what we're going to have here is I'm going to shut up and crank this up, and we're going to listen to how games should open. Because they've pretty much got a lock on how this is done. How's that for getting it done, folks? So there's your dossier, giving you your objective. You do have a waypoint that sits up in the center of your screen. So I'm 569 clicks from wherever I'm supposed to be. Admiring the view, checking out the beautiful artwork. To think about the fact there's people that have to draw all of this. Then they animate all that, program everything. the amount of people that are paid to do the fantastic job so we can enjoy time of just relaxation. There I am running past armor shards, and I don't go back for them either. The best kind of entertainment, in my opinion. You can watch TV, but let's interact with it instead. Create the story, the narrative. This one's on rails, but you get the point. So start off with the shotgun and the pistol. The pistol has unlimited ammo. The shotgun, of course, does need to have the ammo picked up. The pistol at this point is actually a pretty powerful weapon. So we're peeking around, and now we're going to see where our action will start. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages above 18. Shotguns don't work from this distance. So I play around a little bit. We're going to do a little pa-chew, pa-chew, pa-chew. Take a look around, admire the view. I'm basically kind of scoping for where any of the pickups are at. Armor, health, ammo. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spring into action in the most dramatic fashion. Doing glory kills the best way. That's from a distance. So here we go, kids. Time to play. So watch my health meter. That'll just keep on shifting back up again every time I do a glory kill. I'm going to get a little too cocky here. The graphic that started this all with the original Doom logo, that's from 1983. I'm sorry, 1993. Sorry, guys. Little too far in nostalgia there. So 1993, this iteration was released May 13th of 2016. And it's a blast. It functions the way that a game this style should function. And this is all that this is exactly what I'm doing right now. You're John Wicking your way through everything. You are out to save humanity. Alright, so these bigger characters look to be security. That was UAC security, because there's a bit of armor of their uniform still there to see. So that tells me that that's part of the UAC company. Loving the animations. Just so smooth, so accurate. Strafing is very intuitive, but that's something that it's always been. From Wolfenstein to Doom to Quake. It's the one thing that they've always done really well. So Doom was created in 1993 by John Carmack, John Romero, Adrian Carmack, Kevin Cloud, and Tom Hall. They put this masterpiece together back then and then sold it under a shareware model, which was giving it to you for free. That would be the first level. Get to play that all the way through to completion, and then from that point you would purchase the next rounds. It was a great model because everybody that dug it, which is pretty much everybody that played it, they bought it, and id Software was starting to rake it in after the success of Wolfenstein. Doom, off the charts. So Doom is considered one of the pioneering first-person shooter games. This is all from Wikipedia. You can look it up yourself. It was introduced to IBM-compatible computers with features such as 3D graphics, 3-dimension spatiality, network multiplayer gameplay, and all of this running in MS-DOS. Windows was out at that point. I think that was Windows 3.1 and 3.11 for networking, but here we are picking up toys. Hey, I'm the Doomslayer. Don't judge me for wanting to collect dolls. Okay, so one of the key variables in a Doom game is the keys, which before picking up our doll, we picked up the blue key. Time to open the door. And let's move on. Secondary weapon. Great opportunity to try it out. The time that you find out that the Doom guy throws left-handed. Shoots right-handed, throws left-handed. Ambidextrous. That's what you want in your Doom Slayer. So pretty much after the 1993 introduction on the IBM-compatible computers, it moved on in 1994 to the Sega 32X and the Atari Jaguar. In 1995 to the Super Nintendo and PlayStation. 1996 to the 3DO. 1997 to the Sega Saturn. In other words, this game was just catching fire. It was moving on onward and upward through everything. But, in my personal opinion, the one thing that made Doom even more incredible was the added ability to mod the game. The Doom WAD format is what made that possible. That's Doom WAD, W-A-D. And people could change skins, make levels, change sounds, add sounds, change sound effects, you name it. You can go in there and modify the game. So one of the first mods that I played was a Simpsons mod. Doom guy was Homer, and everybody that you see me beat the shit out of right now were Simpsons characters. Here I am trying something stupid that's not possible. I'm a digital hoarder. I'm that guy that likes to run around and, the first playthrough want to try and 100% grabbing all the collectibles, which, in this case are the bobbleheads, the codexes, and a few other things scattered about, which you will discover as you play. Which one of the great discoveries is where you can find, because id is the masters of secrets in their games, and this one, the secrets are wonderful Easter eggs of sections of levels from the originals. So that's pretty cool. Enjoy that part of it. That's something that you get to discover. So the Doom series, since the debut of in 1993, they've sold over 10 million copies total. And the really amazing part is how this IP spawned so many different ways of telling the story. Novels, comic books, movies, and there was even a board game, one or two board games that were created as well. So it's had a lot of traction throughout all these years. The latest iteration is Doom Eternal, which came out in 2020. I've got some video of that. Just need to throw some narration on top of it, and we'll get some of that on there. I was much more impressed with this game over Eternal, but I think it's also because of the fact of the freshness of this that wasn't there with Eternal, because it was the same engine running it, and it's just the continuation of the story at that point, which this is a story the closest you're going to get to an origin story. This is bringing it right back to the beginning. So we found our first weapon upgrade. I just wasted 3 rounds of shotgun shells because that's what it is. It makes it an automatic. There's another one where you can add a grenade launcher, I believe, to the shotgun. It's been a while, sorry. But here we go. Let's get back into the action. Like I said, in uniform, slow, pretty much not a threat, except for the larger ones, which were former security. They can be a heck of a threat. The biggest thing with Doom, keep moving. It's run and gun, but it's don't run and gun straight forward, straight backwards. It is move all over the place. You're in the backfield trying to find a hole. Get through it. I love this pistol. The most amazing part about it is it's got some power. Definitely has the power. So that with glory kills, clear out the level, move on. I didn't cut this out just to show, you know, the one thing about, you know, always backtrack. Saw this from up on the cliff, just down here now to go pick it up. So I'm going to run around, restock, make sure I'm back up to 100%, and we'll keep on moving on. So the Doom engine was developed by John Carmack in 1992. That was while the rest of the id Software team was finishing up the prequel, the Wolfenstein 3D prequel. Love the Wolfenstein games too. Just, yeah, a little bit different. Instead of killing Nazis and... Or, I'm sorry, instead of getting ahead of myself. Instead of killing demons and the undead, you're killing Nazis. For some reason, it was in fashion. So Nazi Zombies wasn't the first Nazi killing game that was out there. The fun part with Wolfenstein was always running along the walls and tapping your space bar to find that wall that's going to open up. The nice thing is a lot of the ports that are out there now, you can actually see where the breaks are at, where you have to tap for that to happen. It's also something that was in Doom. id Software is great with adding all these hidden spots, all these Easter eggs. Alright, so we're going to finish up this cleanup, start moving it a little bit forward again. Starting to get quiet. So I'm going to finish this through, get up to a point to show a little bit better what the capabilities are here and what you can do without seeing any lag whatsoever. I don't believe the frame rate ever drops. I was playing this on 4K, I believe. This is footage from the Xbox One X. Don't make fun of me for my dolls! So let's kick this forward. This is when we're going to start digging our way towards the end of this section. And then get into seeing what we can do with a bigger gun. A power-up. Berserk. One of the famous ones for the game, which basically makes you invincible and superhuman. You're going to throw punches that will disintegrate people. So here we are on Mars. The whole thing is these are demons from hell that are on Mars. That's what the transporting is that you're seeing to the side. So the Doom Slayer is... He bounces around in the entire series between Mars, Hell, and Earth. shotgun. I believe there is a backpack that I have not collected yet that will allow me to carry a little more ammo, which would be nice. I'm going to go back to my obsession with docking stations and clamp down boxes. There we go. Yeah, I did cut all that out so we can continue forward. This will be getting us to the end of this section of the game. I'm just going to do the usual, go around, check for ammo before moving forward, cutting through those doors. Original Doom sold 2 to 3 million physical copies and 1.15 million shareware copies. That's from its 93 release up to 99. Doom 2 sold 1.55 million copies. That's of all types. They sold a bunch of them in Europe. That was 5 to 6 million in sales in Europe of the first and second versions of the game. So it's done very well. Id Software's done well for itself. This series, I think, is going to go on for as long as they can just keep it as creative as possible. But your basic principle in the end when you're playing Doom, you're killing everything in sight. That is your only goal. And everything gets bigger and bigger as you go. So here you go. Rocket launcher. A few of the larger characters in the game. There's Berserk. Let's go kick some ass. So this is GamingGodfather on Xbox Live. This is my channel, MrGamingGodfather. Hope you enjoyed this. Glad you stuck around this long into it. Please go ahead if you feel I'm worthy to hit the subscribe button. And I hope to keep this channel going stronger and stronger, having better and better edits, better and better narration. Glad you stopped by. Have a good one. Peace.